Hey y'all, it's me, Mandy. Today is Sunday, May 1st, and it is 9 p.m. Sorry, I have not done one of these in a very long time. I've been busy with school, and I actually tried to do one last Tuesday, but my roommate came in, who is actually now gone. She moved out, but anyways, yeah. So she came in, and I couldn't do it till the next day, and I got this really bad fever blister, which is going away now. So I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Um, I don't really have any updates. This vlog is mainly going to be on the 10 questions that I've gotten. I asked on the group page, and I've had people ask me questions, so I'm going to answer 10 questions. Like I said, not really much of an update. My roommate moved out. I move out soon. Um, Dang it. The only update I really have is my countdown I have going on. I have 5 of them. I have 4 days till I move out of school. I have 11 till graduation. I'm finally passing biology. My last vlog I was not. I now have a C. 26 days till Clarky arrives. She's coming down here for summer classes. 99 days till Luke and I leave for Florida. And 101 days until check-in. And tomorrow makes 100 days, and I can't believe that. I can remember when we had 180 days. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so questions. I've tried recording this once and it was really long, so I'm going to try to do this shorter. So, question 1, what is check-in like? Check-in is a very long process. It starts at 9 a.m., but I suggest getting there early. They sometimes start like at 8, like they did with us. Me, Megan, Luke, and Dustin will be getting there at like 5:45. I know that's crazy, but we both want one bedrooms, and we want to be on the same building, preferably on the same floor, so we want to be there early. But check-in starts at 9, sometimes at 8. You go to the welcoming center, you sign paperwork, you go choose your housing. They assign one person from your group to pick housing. You get your keys, you take your photo ID for housing, and then you also get your parking decal. Also, remember, those of you who are driving with a car, your insurance must be in your name, or you must have a specific letter to must have a specific letter saying you're on the insurance. You also answer some more questions. I can't remember what. I'm sorry. After that, you get to go to your apartment, and then you're also, when you check in, you're giving a programs guide. This is like the Disney Bible. I would show you mine, but it's at home right now. But it's like the Disney Bible. You keep it the first week you're there. They put information on the back that you need to know, such as the time your bus leaves to go to casting, the time for your housing welcoming session, what traditions session you have, what time you need to be on the bus for that. So your booklet, your programs guide will tell you what time to be at the bus stop for casting. So after we left the apartment, or after we left Vista, we went to our apartment, started unpacking, and our bus left at 9:45 in the morning. Since we were the first group to go to casting, we were done within like an hour. I've heard of people who don't check in until like 9 o'clock, being there for 2 hours, 3 hours. So I do suggest you getting there early. Um, but you go to casting, and they first tell you where you're going to work. Because your booklet doesn't tell you. They put another sticker on your programs guide that says where you work. Like mine said, QSR MK / Stands East. So you find out your location. Then you go through the Disney look. And I'm actually gonna answer. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna go ahead and answer another question related to that. Since, dang it, I'm trying to find something. Oh well, whatever. Since we're on that topic, they tell you about the Disney look and what's required of you, and that's one of my questions too. So instead of me going into detail about that, you can click here, and you can find out about the Disney look. It's the link to the college program website. But I will tell you that when you check in, you must be in Disney look, like looks wise, not clothes wise. Like your hair has to be met, tattoos, facials, hair. They don't want you to come dressed in like booty shorts, short shirts that show your navel and your cleavage. So that's just to answer a question about. I mean, to go ahead and tell you about the Disney look. Um, what was I saying? Check-in, casting. You go through the Disney look, then you go find out. You sign tax papers. You learn about your paycheck stuff, which I will get into. Disney classes and the fingerprints. You get background checked. Um, what else can I say? You After that you're done there, you go back to your apartment and sorry, I had a camera malfunction. But you did the like I said, you do the background check and then you go back to your apartment and continue to unpack. And then you go to your housing welcoming session. Ours was at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So we had the rest of the day to, um, or no, it wasn't. It was at like 2:30. I'm sorry, it was at 2:30 or 3:30 in the afternoon. So we had the rest of the afternoon pretty much to unpack, and then we went to that, and that lasts about 2 hours. Some people don't like it. Some people do. I liked it. The last few, like 30, 45 minutes was boring, but most of it was interesting. And then that's check-in. The next question is about traditions. I really can't tell you much about traditions because it's the Disney integrity secret stuff that I can't talk about. But I can tell you that you'll enjoy it. There's a few surprises that you'll like. Um, you get your, again, I'm sorry, another computer problem, whatever. But you get your work ID while you're there. If you're not in the Disney look, they will send you home and they will reschedule you. And it messes up with your paycheck and your housing monthly or weekly rent. So definitely be in the Disney look. But Traditions is a lot of fun. You have 2 sessions. Like I said, your programs guide will tell you what session. There's an 8 a.m. session and a 12 p.m. session. Or 1 p.m. session, I'm sorry. Um, the 8 a.m. session, the bus leaves at 6:45 in the morning from Chatham, and the bus for the 1 p.m. session leaves excuse me at 11:45. I'm not sure if you can drive to Traditions or not. I don't know. If any of you watching this knows for sure, feel free to leave me a comment and tell me if you can or not. So you do that, and then if you have a morning session, you can go to the parks because you can get in for free. And if you have an afternoon session, if the park is still open, you can go to the park. And that's Traditions. The next question, I'm actually going to answer 2 questions in one, which is should I bring a car, and then the buses. If you have a car, bring it. It'll make your life easier. Easier to go shopping, easier to go to work. The buses take a lot of planning. It's like mass transportation. You are giving a bus schedule. You have to follow it. You have to be there early because sometimes the buses leave a little early. And sometimes the buses are late. So you need to be there early. The bus schedule tells you what time the bus departs, not what time it arrives. You need to be there 15 minutes before the bus gets there. And the bus drivers are crazy. There's always some kind of bus issue. Um, if the bus is late and the bus driver does not call into the transportation headquarters, then transportation won't let your boss know. Because if you're late for work, they'll take off your half a point for being late as long as the bus transportation calls your work and tells them. But if the bus driver's late and they neglect to call and let you know and let the headquarters know, headquarters won't call your work. I've been in that situation. So please, if you have a car, bring a car. It's easier for grocery shopping. You don't have to carry groceries on the bus. Just bring a car. Should I bring parents? Yeah. If you want to bring parents, I say go for it. They are great help for moving in. They are great for taking you shopping and getting food for your apartment and other supplies you might not have brought. They can't go with you to like the welcoming session. They can't go with you to uh, casting, but they're good for moving in stuff. If they come, I suggest they stay at least until the next day because the next day is your free day and they can take you where you need to go and buy you stuff maybe. So yeah, I suggest bringing your parents. Um, the Disney look. I talked about that earlier. I told you to click on the link, and I'll be nice and give you the link again. Here's the Disney Look link. Go read it. Um, Disney classes. There are 3 kinds of classes: collegiate, the exploration series, and I forgot the other one. It's like specialized to your major. The collegiate courses you can register online before the college program. You need textbooks. You're responsible for buying your own textbook. Um, the exploration series classes, you don't have homework, and you register for that one and the other one while you're down there. When you go, they'll give you times for an information session that you can choose to attend, and then they will also give you a time when you can come and apply for or sign up for classes. The exploration series classes are very fun. Last time I took the marketing, and this time I plan on taking the Disney Heritage. So I suggest taking them if you have the chance. Um, Someone asked me, what's the deal with housing? That's a really vague question or broad question. I'll just real quick go over the basics. There are 4 housing complexes: Vista, Chatham, Patterson, and the Commons. The Commons is for ICP, International College Program, students only. Vista is the cheapest and the oldest, and by cheap I mean rent-wise. And there's Chatham, which is the second oldest and second cheapest, and then Patterson, which is the newest and the most expensive. I'm not sure on prices for the Commons. I think they're more expensive, but like I said, they're only for ICPs. Vista is definitely more of a party place. If you want to party, I suggest living there. If you like to party a little bit or like being social, I suggest Chatham. And if you like quietness all the time, I suggest Patterson. I lived at Chatham. I just can't win for losing. Sorry, I had someone knock at my door. But I lived at Chatham last time, and it was fine, except for the hideous green carpet. Ugh. This time I'm living at Patterson. A lot of the alumni stay at Patterson, from what I've been told. What else about housing? Security. There's security. If you have company coming to visit that is not a CP who lives on camp or who lives on housing property, you must sign them in. You have to give them a copy of their license, driver's license, or some kind of photo ID. You have to let them, if they have a car, they have to write down their tag info, and they can stay until 1 a.m., and then they can come back at 6 a.m. So from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m., they're allowed there. Um, if you have a CP friend, anytime after 7 p.m., you have to check them in too, even if they're from like Vista and you live at Chatham. You have to check them in as well. What else? Paychecks. The paychecks, you don't get paid as a paycheck like a lot of full-timers and part-timers do. You are given a card. It looks like a debit card or a credit card. It is called a Paycheck Plus. Your your weekly check or whatever is deposited onto that card. You can go online or call a number to view your balance. You can also go on the hub and set up direct deposit, and they give you information on how to do that step by step, and that's what I did, and I suggest doing that. And the last question is lunch. I had someone ask, do they have cafeterias or what? They do. Every theme park has usually a big cafeteria and like a little one. I worked at Magic Kingdom. We had the Mouse Cafeteria, which was the big cafeteria, and they had a Subway in there, and they also had like a salad station, a pizza station, and a grill, and it was nice. And they also had another thing called the Main Street Break Room, and they have a bunch of other little break rooms. And yeah, and so that's about it with lunch. You are, provided lunch. Well, not provided, I should say, because you have to pay for your own lunch. But there is an option for a lunch. And that's all my questions I have, or answers for the questions I have. If you have any more questions, please feel free to hit me up. Let me know. I will be more than glad to answer anything. I am a book filled with useful and useless Disney knowledge, so feel free to hit me up, ask me questions. I'm here all summer. Those of you who start soon, congratulations. I'm very excited for you guys and a little bit envious. But that's okay. I will have my time come August. So I hope you all have a grand, phantasmic, magical evening, and I will see you guys later. Cookie out.